sure that this is working here just in case, and then we'll be back for Facebook in just 1 second. YouTube, stand by, taking just a second or two to get all this where it needs to be. So, hopefully that will do it. And it looks like, okay, for some reason Twitch isn't responding. I don't know why, but we'll find out here in just a little bit. All right, that should just about do it, I think. All right, YouTube is online. Twitch appears to be online. I'm not too sure why we're not broadcasting on there, but can't really wait for too much longer. So we're going to go ahead and launch Facebook and hope for the best on this. So as of right now, that'll be the best opportunity we have to talk about what will be going on and why here in just a little while. So stay tuned. We're almost where we need to be on this. And that's YouTube. Okay, that's not working properly. Okay. All right, we are back with you, I hope. From what we're seeing for right now, pardon me on that, we should be getting back to where we need to be on here. All right, sorry about the distractions, but unfortunately we've had some gremlins in the system that we need to be taken care of, and we've gotten most of everything on the way for right now. Of course, why we're not getting out to Twitch, I really have no idea, but it would be nice to find that out. We are on YouTube and we are, excuse me, on Facebook. So hopefully, again, looks like Twitch is inoperative again for this evening, so apologies for that. So for tonight, that should get us going. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. It is Tuesday, the 10th of February. We are live and direct with you from downtown Chattanooga. If you've got questions, let's hear them. Drop them into the comments section. We'd love to hear and see what you're seeing out there for tonight. In our pictures section, we'll have that coming up here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Quiet for tonight. We do have some scattered showers out there, and we will continue to have those tonight and into the rest of the forecast. So for this evening, again, if you have any plans for heading out the door, there will be a need for some rain protection in portions of the area tonight. And again, for the possibility of what we may be looking at into the forecast for the next couple of days, off and on chances for rainfall out there. And again, much of what we're seeing again for right now will be the potential of just plain rainfall. There's no sign of any snow in the forecast for right now. And again, hopefully it'll be staying that way. There is the potential maybe of possibilities of some issues coming our way toward about the end of the week, maybe. And a big maybe on this one is where we may see the potential of some chances for some snow showers for northeast, maybe north central Georgia, but that is going to be a very far cry from what we may see in the way of any potential areas of huge amounts of winter weather coming back this direction. We'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started again for tonight. Again, things are decently quiet and should remain that way for this evening. Here's what it looks like on radar, and again, this is what we're seeing at this time with just about 8 before 10 o'clock Eastern time. Radar, again, showing a little bit of activity going on where we have scattered showers passing through, but there's really just not that much happening at this point. And again, the best potential of rainfall from what we can see is going to be moving in over the course of the next several hours. A little bit heavier rain showers now east of I-75 moving into western North Carolina and extreme southeastern Tennessee. So we will continue to look for more potential rainfall out there throughout the rest of the evening. So if you have any plans for travel tonight, please be aware that we could be looking at the potential for, again, some more rainfall out there that could be, again, slowing some things down. But for right now, chances for rain, not really huge. We did see a few lightning strikes, apparently, with this activity. Doesn't look like we're seeing too much here. Most of that activity was up into northeastern Kentucky, so not really too much. If you take a look on radar way back up to the north, there is a bit of a line of thunderstorms taking place into West Virginia. But beyond that, the rain chances we've got for right now, very limited and should be staying that way into later on tonight. Let's take a look around and see what's going on in and around the area for tonight. Again, into around the area of downtown. Or let's start off with 2475 Tomahawk crane and rigging camera showing traffic moving along pretty well, even though we are seeing some raindrops in the lights from the street. A little bit damp on the roadways, no spray being kicked up, so very much on the quiet side for here. Downtown, all of our cameras, by the way, available on the EPB fiber optics WeatherCam network. So downtown around the TVA building, looking off to the southeast, fairly quiet again for right now. Not too many speckles of rain on the camera lens at this time, but we may see more coming up later on tonight. The view from the Chattanooga Zoo camp camera, some puddles on the ground around the giraffe enclosure toward the carousel. Traffic on Holtzclaw Avenue moving along well, and I-24 traffic up on the ridge looks like it is doing very well for right now. A little hazy out there thanks to the raindrops coming down, and a couple of raindrops now popping onto the camera lens at the Chattanooga Zoo. 62 is where we are at the airport, and winds out of the southwest helping to keep things very much on the mild side. Normal high temperatures for this time of the year. We should be only back into and around the mid to lower 50s at best, and we have been pretty decently above that all the way on through. Matter of fact, the almanac page for the day does take us up into the low 70s, 4 degrees away from a record high temperature. So that right there shows you just incredibly how warm it has been excuse me, across the area. Pardon me. Very sorry about that. We have had a decent amount of sickness going around the business for tonight, for the last couple of days. So we have had sore throats and coughs and all sorts of other maladies going on. In the meantime, getting back on topic, temperatures today, again, well above the high temperature, right about the low temperature. Record low today hasn't been broken since the 19th century, and we are now behind for the year on rainfall, nearly 3 inches. So it's already starting off to be a very dry 2026. We may make up some of that rainfall, some of it tonight, some of it in the next couple of days toward the weekend as our latest storm system gets a little bit closer to us. Now, tomorrow morning, it is possible that we could see the potential of some more rain showers out there. So to the school from the waiting buses and the car rider line, there is the potential of seeing a few scattered showers out there. Again, all that should dry up very quickly past sunrise, and then high temperatures tomorrow with those northerly winds pushing the colder air in. That'll take the temperatures down from where they were today. So it still will be well above normal, back in the lower 60s, but it will also be temperatures very cool for this time of the year. So again, very pleasant for now. It will cool off in the next couple of days. We'll take a look at the extended forecast coming up here in just a little bit. But in the meantime, again, temperatures doing relatively well. It's cool out there for right now. The very cold air has been pushed way back up into parts of Canada and the Great Lakes. So we do not have a great deal going on for right now. We may see more potential chilly weather. Couple of mornings in the 30s maybe in the next few days, but that's really going to be just about it. Let's take a look and see what's going on right now. And again, the possibility of getting anything in the way of huge amounts of moisture not really happening, but high pressure off the east coast is doing a very good job of pushing moisture off the Gulf of Mexico and up and into the southeast United States. Now, we will continue to see that into the rest of the forecast tonight and into tomorrow. So we do have the potential of some more rain showers. Would not be surprised to see the potential of some thunderstorms out there, but most of what we're looking at right now should be just plain rainfall, and that's going to be about it. Now, we're watching very carefully way back out toward the west coast. Our next storm system is going to be on approach. It's gaining more energy, but it has to go across the desert southwest, and it does have to, again, make its way across the area toward us as we get into and around portions of the area around close to the end of the week and into the weekend. So this system going across the country will be aiming our direction and giving us more chances of rain and wind, but there's really not a lot going on again for later on tonight. Matter of fact, low temperatures tonight for much of the area should be back in the 40s and the low 50s, so we're not talking about anything in the way of frozen amounts of anything going on when it comes to very chilly weather at the bus stop. It will be cool and there will be rain. That's going to be the worst of it. Could be a little cooler up toward the plateau, lower 40s here, rest of the river valley in the high 40s to lower 50s, and then back in the 40s for the I-75 corridor and back into and around the areas close to the Appalachians. That'll be the coolest of the cool spots out there. Not talking again about 30s, but we could be seeing again the potential for some chilly weather out there in the next couple of days. If you're just joining us, a lot of folks tuning in on Facebook. If you've got any questions about the forecast, drop them into the comments section. We're monitoring what people are doing, checking in, checking out. And if you have a question, please drop them to this chat function on there. We're also on our YouTube page. We're also supposedly on our Twitch page, but that apparently we are not showing up on Twitch for some reason, unfortunately, and I apologize for that. That should be working at this point. I have no idea why it is not, so apologies for that on there. Rest of the forecast, let's go ahead and get into the 7-day to show you more about what we're going to be expecting into the course through the weekend and beyond. So for right now, again, numbers start off very much on the mild side for the most part. Droplets of rain on the camera lens from Island Cove, Marina, and Resort. Some ripples taking place, some wind, and also some water dropping onto the surface of Lake Chickamauga for tonight. So we do have the potential for more showers out there for this evening. Could be, again, the potential for more in the way of problems for rain later on. Here's the way it works out for tonight and for the next several days. Chances of rain early on Wednesday morning, cooling off as we go into and around the area of Thursday and Friday. That, again, will drop our numbers back into, excuse me, the high 50s. A few 30s for lows Thursday morning and Friday morning. Getting a little milder toward the end of the weekend and next week. The best chances of rain will be confined to, again, Saturday and Sunday. So if you're heading out with your significant other for Valentine's Day, it is a possibility that we could be looking at some very soggy and possibly some very windy conditions out across the area. Looks like a possible mountain wave event shaping up. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Temperatures returning to the 70s going into around next week. No signs of any severe weather. We don't have any markers on here for the potential of severe weather. We don't see any winter weather on here with, again, excuse me, the potential of winter weather. Always a potential out there, especially at this time of the year, but we will continue to monitor for that. So right now, not much of anything major taking place outside of just some scattered showers, and that should be about it. Could be a rumble of thunder in here, but again, so far not really detecting much of anything that could be causing any problems for us in the semi-near future, so definitely some good news for that. Welcome to everybody who's checking in on YouTube and also, again, on Facebook. Glad to have you aboard. If you have any questions, please say something. Drop a hello in the comments section. Pictures for the day. Thanks a lot to News 12 viewer Cynthia Ray from Trenton, Georgia. All of our HEP heating weather window pictures you can see at our website at WDEF.com/photos. This is a really cool picture. It's not just about flowers on here. If you take a look way up at the top, you'll see, if you'll notice right up back around here, hummingbird captured in mid-flap, heading on in to grab some nectar in the flowers right there. So nice capture. Thank you very much, Cynthia Ray from Trenton, Georgia. If you've got pictures and would like to share them so we can share them with everybody else, please send them in to us. All you have to do is, again, go to our Weather Window headquarters page at WDEF.com/photos. You can email them to us at pictures@WDEF.com. You can also drop them to our social media pages in the comments section. So thank you very much to everybody who sent in some wonderful pictures out there. A little wet downtown on Aquarium Way at Chestnut Street, just south of the Tennessee Aquarium. You can see the rain and the street lights right there, courtesy of tnaqua.org if you'd like to stop by and see this webcam for yourself out there. But not too many folks out and about on kind of a drizzly, rainy, cloudy evening out across much of the region. I want to talk to you a little bit about our poll of the day. You may not have seen this before, but excuse me. This was an interesting poll, to say the least. The Yale University Center for Climate Change and Communication interviews Americans talking about what they feel in regards to climate change. It's really interesting to take a look at. It's really great to be able to take a look and see, getting a tap on the pulse of what people are thinking about when it comes to anything involving climate change. And as media, we should be talking a lot more about this because A, it is important, and B, there are a lot of people out there who do, according to a lot of polls, from Poynter, from Yale University, from a number of different places, the American public wants to know more by a fairly large majority. But what percentage, according to this poll that was taken by Yale Climate at Yale University, what percentage of Americans say they are at least, quote, somewhat worried about global warming? 23, 64, or 97%. 88% of you voted for the maximum amount on this poll. It's actually closer to about 2/3, about 64%. If you'd like to see this and the results on here, and the results in and of themselves are fascinating to take a look at. This is a wonderful opportunity, again, to see a lot more about what goes on. The study is called Beliefs and Attitudes of Climate Change excuse me, in the American Mind. It was finished around fall of 2025, and it talks about what the American people are thinking. Over 1,100 adult Americans were interviewed across a wide range of states and locations and jobs and everything else. So if you'd like to see this for yourself, I've posted this on my Facebook page a little bit farther down if you'd like to take a look at it. A great opportunity to learn more about what is being done out there when it comes to looking at climate change. This is in cooperation with George Mason University and also, again, the Yale program on climate change communication. So a great opportunity, again, to learn a little bit more if you would like to take a look at that study for yourself. A lot of very unique and interesting attitudes in there if you'd like to see more about what's going on. That should do it, again, for tonight. We're pretty much wrapped up. We haven't really had a lot going on for this evening. Again, please remember, and before we get too far, I want to make certain everybody knows that if you can't make the in-person Skywarn training, National Weather Service in Nashville is offering virtual Skywarn training. National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Georgia is also offering that. We will bring you more information on that tomorrow on News 12. The next meeting for virtual Skywarn training will be Monday, this coming Monday, the 16th, 10 o'clock in the morning, Central Time. All you have to do to get there is just log on to weather.gov and find out more by going to weather.gov/ohx/Skywarn. You can take the course, register with your local National Weather Service office, and your opportunity to serve the public during severe weather. It's a really great opportunity to learn more and to get prepared. Maybe you've moved here and you've never dealt with severe weather before. Skywarn is the best way, in my not so humble opinion, to make certain that you are ready to go when it comes to things like severe weather. So definitely want to think about becoming a Skywarn spotter out there. If you have not gotten a weather radio, you really do need to think about getting one because they put you directly in touch with the National Weather Service, exactly what is going on, and again, very quick response information time to keep you informed. They're not really radios anymore. They're more like computers with radios attached. So if you'd like to program in a county and a warning that you don't want to know anything about, that's great. All you have to do is program that in and you're ready to go. So if you'd like to know more about this, all you have to do is go to our website and we can help you program that at WDEF.com/weather if you'd like to know a little bit more about what is going on with that. See if I can remember what I did with it here. Always important to support your local library and STEAM, again, a version of STEM, to where you have science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. A great way to get kids involved in all sorts of unique things, maybe point them toward a great career in their future. Well, the Chattanooga Library at the Avondale branch is offering STEAM-powered fun. They have several different classes coming up, and if you would like to take advantage of this, this will be tomorrow, again, around after school, if I'm not mistaken, grades 4 through 8. More information about marble-painted friendship cards. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds awfully fun, and anything having to do with STEAM, News 12, this is the place where science rules. Want to make certain you are up to date on all kinds of unique and interesting stuff going on around the area. And if you'd like to find out more here, go to chatlibrary.org/event to find out more about this and the other STEAM meetings coming up in the course of the next several days and weeks. Also, if you got a telescope for the holidays, doesn't matter if it was recent or many years ago, and you don't know how to use your telescope, take it to Harrison Bay State Park this Saturday, the 14th of February, 2 to 5 p.m., barnardastronomy.org. The Barnard Astronomical Society, in partnership with Outdoor Chattanooga, is holding their annual How to Use Your New Telescope workshop. It's a great opportunity, again, to learn more, and this is right before they have their observing party. Again, weather permitting. Hopefully everything works for this. If not, pay attention to their website and their social media, and they'll announce whether or not they are doing the meeting because, again, of maybe foul weather. So that could be a bit of an issue. But if you have a telescope and want to get involved in astronomy or get your kids involved or grandkids involved in astronomy, great opportunity to learn more on all of that. So please consider that as well. There's tons of great science opportunities all over the place if you look for them, and we will bring them to you as we are able to do so. If there's anything you would like us to announce, you have a science group or anything like that, please let us know. And also, again, amateur radio, would love to hear from any groups out there. I'm an amateur radio operator, would love to be able to tell everybody about any events coming up. There is a what's called a Ham Fest coming up in Dayton, Georgia, Dalton, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, by the end of the month. We'll bring you more information on that coming up on Wednesday's edition, so definitely want to stay tuned for more there. That should do it for tonight. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, at least for a little bit anyway. Again, may not have seen this before. This is our opportunity to bring you the weather and for you to ask questions if you would like to do so. So thank you very much to everybody for stopping by. We'll have more on the forecast again tonight at 11 if you're tuning in on Tuesday night. We'll have more with Chip Chapman early on Wednesday morning. And, of course, we'll have more with me, yours truly, coming up as we go into and around Wednesday night. So stay tuned for more on that. And, of course, questions, concerns, updates, ideas, anything you want to pass along, complaints if you must, Onek at WDEF.com. If you would like to see more about anything, contacting me directly, there's the email address. Send it along to us, or again, just keep track of what's going on at our website at the bottom of the screen there at WDEF.com/weather, and we'll be glad to keep you advised. Live and direct from downtown Chattanooga on a fairly rainy Tuesday evening, I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. Thanks for joining us on News 12. Stay tuned for more on air and online, and Chip Chapman's got your forecast early on Wednesday morning.